Beep.
Ooh. Look at the moves. There ain't no music right now. We're just clinically insane.
Speaking of music, I went back and watched one of our videos. This is like months ago. And I forgot that we watched Gunther and the Sunshine Girls while polka music was playing, and I fucking lost my shit.
We need to link that. That's the best fucking moment.
If you haven't seen it, Future Sam, remind me. I'll put the link in the description. Go down in the description, click it, and go watch it. It's fucking hilarious. Welcome back.
What's up?
To officially titled, your weekly TIFU digest.
Yep.
Here with the Lousy Show.
We're becoming a news channel now, kind of. We just need like the fucking weatherman fucking kind of haircut, like, the big ass fucking pompadour comb over.
yes, absolutely. We're just, I was thinking, have you ever seen a bald news anchor?
I've seen balding news anchors. I have not seen
a bald.
I don't think I've seen full bald.
Because I also don't
really watch the news all that much anymore.
Fair. Yeah, because I'm close to bald. For anybody wondering,
Al Roker, technically, if you want to call him that.
Fuck it. Let's just hire Johnny Sins to be a news anchor. Like,
oh yeah. I mean, he's probably already been a news anchor. Like, let's be real.
True. He's done everything.
He's done everything.
His resume, fantastic.
Yeah, but it's about the length of a fucking
both what and
doctoral dissertation. Yeah. Honestly.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, we're cutting the preamble. Welcome back to your weekly TIFU digest with the Lousy Show. Today's date is August 18th. As of today, as you know, what we do is we pull the top 4 of the last week and we read them 4, 3, 2, 1. So we end on a high note. And Sam, last week you started.
Yep. So it's all you this week.
This week I started.
Big boy.
That's right. Which means you get number 1.
That's true. Yep. I get the honor this time.
You do. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's dive in with number 4 of this week's weekly TIFU digest. Today I fucked up by finding out my dad is cheating on my mom. Yikes!
How do you fuck up finding that out? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
All right. Let me move my mouse real quick. I just realized I was hovering over the stop recording button, and that was just like giving me anxiety. All right. Long story short, I hid an old Android phone on my dad's car so that it alerts me when he's coming home because I vape THC for my anxiety, but he doesn't agree and will confiscate any device if he sees one. He knows what they look like. Today, I got a notification that he left work at the usual time, so I tidied up my room for his arrival. Then strangely, he didn't arrive, so I checked his location, and to my surprise, he was at a very shady motel in a very shady low-life neighborhood near the factory he works at. He spent a full hour there before making it back to work. He's the boss / owner of the company, and I suspect an employee already. Asked my mom if she knew where my dad was, and she told me, I don't know, in a worried tone. What the F should I do? I don't know who to talk to about this. Should I tell my sister? Should I tell my mom? I don't want to ruin our home or have the family business suffer because of this. I know this sounds dumb. We have a ski trip planned for my mother's birthday in Argentina in a month. Should I keep quiet until then? Should I keep quiet forever? I love skiing. Damn. TLDR. I clocked my dad at a drive-in motel in a shady area of town full of hookers and brothels using the Life 360 app while mom was out walking the dogs.
Shout out Life 360, ruining marriages for as long as it's been an app.
I have a story for this.
I've got a
Remember when you and I worked together?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lady who came in and she didn't want to buy a new phone. She just said, I need an app to track where my fiance's going. And I was like, why? And she said, because I'm afraid he's cheating on me again. And first thought was, again?
Yeah.
All right, Magnum PI, you already know how to fucking find out. I guess you don't need the app. Yeah, no. So funny thing about this, and it wasn't Life 360. I don't remember what the app was called at the time. Funny thing about this, we had to work in people's phones all the time. And so I'm sitting there and I'm showing her how to set it up. And I was like, all right, do you want to sync it with your device? She says, yep. And I went, cool, because there's a safety feature where it houses, this is before like Drive and Google Photos and all that was a thing, like really prominent. I was like, cool, it safeguards all your stuff. Boom. And the first thing I went through was her photos. And what do I see? Sitting right next to this woman is just like, yeah. So, and found out, yeah, he was cheating on her. So, anyways.
Yep. I had one. I continued working in telecom. I think I had mentioned that at one point before, but
yes.
I have a countless number of people that, either suspected cheating, we're trying to avoid being found out. There's one guy, he would go to Mexico, like Cancun, all the places, and then just like hook up. But apparently, when he got a new phone, he had turned on the automatic sync to the Google Drive, which him and his wife shared. And I'm trying to explain how that happened to him, but he's just like not taking it. He's thinking that like somebody sent it to her or something like that. And then finally we kind of just get to an impasse, and he's like, all right. And then he starts going into the stories of all the chicks that he was banging down in Mexico. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear any of this. I just want you to get the fuck out of my store right now. So it's
shout out to y'all.
It was glad to be out of there. For sure.
Back to our story here.
Damn.
I love
you really
skiing.
love skiing, apparently. This has to be a kid or a teenager. Like,
yeah. So, okay, there's two parts in my brain. One, like, if you know your dad's cheating and you're more worried about your skiing,
priorities. I mean, you don't know for sure, and you have some very strong evidence to suggest it.
That's where my other side of the brain goes.
Yeah.
Approach your dad about it.
But then there goes the tracker.
Not really, no. Like,
how else are you going to explain, hey, why were you at this motel by all the hookers? I saw you there. I was working.
You have a point.
Yeah. You can't really safely bring it up. But so like you basically are sacrificing your early warning system to potentially either ruin or save your parents' marriage. That's basically what you'd be doing. And so you got to figure out, do you like THC? Do you like your parents being together or divorced? Or do you like skiing more than anything?
Yeah, this is a multi-tiered cake, and you can't have all of it.
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, like, at first glance, you don't know. Like, you really don't know. He could have been, he easily could have just been going there to... I don't know.
He was only there for an hour, so he could have...
Your dad's cheating, bro. I don't know what to tell you on this one.
I mean, the likelihood, very high. But...
How do you know there's a bunch of brothels and shit over there, too? What the fuck? Hold on. Wait a second.
I mean, usually in those kind of towns, you're warned about it as a child, like, hey, don't go over there. Or, like, of course, you're going to be in high school probably. So there's rumors circulate. Yeah, I don't know how to answer the question. Like, I mean, there's... I don't know if you should keep quiet. I don't know. I haven't been in that situation, so.
The degenerate in me says, "Shut your damn mouth."
Yeah.
Especially if you want to keep your parents happy.
Yeah.
Like, you got to approach your dad. You're going to have to risk the tracker. Like, because your dad can't get mad at you at that point. If your dad is cheating, And your dad's like, what the fuck you put a tracker in my car for? Like, you'd be like, bitch, you dicking down someone else. What you mean? Like, I'm sacrificing the tracker. I'm just gonna be like, look, Dad, this is what's real. I know we talked about this. I had this in your car, not to see what's happening to you, but like just to see when you'd be getting home. Why are you over there? Like,
yeah.
Or just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, that I don't know, man. Like I don't know. This is not an advice episode or an Am I the Asshole episode where we have to come to a conclusion. We can just appreciate the fact that this person loves skiing so much that they're willing to sacrifice their parents' fucking relationship for it.
You love skiing so much, you're down to let your dad keep dicking down someone else.
Good enough.
Just so you can get shred up some fucking mountains.
There's so many innuendos I can think of right now, but I think we should just move on before we fucking get canceled again.
Oh,
I love skiing is such a fucking weird thing. Like, this
why would you
like,
end your statement with that? Yeah. Like, I love skiing. Damn.
God, I love skiing. I just can't get enough of it. Anyway.
You know, nah, fuck it. Don't say nothing to your parents. Let your dad keep doing his thing. Let him get found out by your mom. Go skiing. Yeah. If that's where your priorities lie, fuck off. Like,
or at least go skiing first and then tell him.
I have to acknowledge this comment though. Very first comment. Plot twist. The motel is your dad's secret weed break spot.
Yeah.
Your dad's just getting high as gas. Leave him alone. Especially if he's running a company. Like,
yeah. Especially like a factory. I'm sure that's stressful as hell.
Oh, Lord. The next comment down. Mom, I smoke weed. Also, Dad is cheating on you. Now she knows you smoke and totally doesn't care.
Hey, yeah, there it is. That's
there it is. There's the win.
Yep. Bye, Dad.
Oh, just bye, Dad.
Fucking his eyes are bloodshot as fuck. Just like, later, dude.
I'll see you next weekend. Oh my God. Okay. You know what? Next.
Hey everyone. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button while you're here and join the Lousy listeners. And also click the join button. For $2.99 a month, you can become a Lousy member where you can get some awesome perks, cool emotes, and interact with Sam and I. Also, click the link to join our Discord and have fun with all the other Lousy listeners. Let's get back to the video.
You're up, buddy.
Yep. Next one. Today I fucked up by saying the word kickbacks to my doctor. She asked why I had not accepted the specialist's recommendation for a new drug. I explained that he, the specialist, was pressuring me so hard to take a med designed to help two conditions when I only had one of the two. There was a rare but possible horrific side effect. I wasn't willing to risk it. Also, when I agreed to a different drug, again under pressure, the specialist clapped his hands and yelled, "Whoop." I said to my doc, it was like cha-ching kickbacks. Oops, never say that word to a physician. She was offended and said no. She basically indicated I am free to find another doctor. I sincerely apologized. I had tears in my eyes. Now I feel too ashamed to ever go back, and because she wrote it in my chart, I am the asshole. Which one are we on right now? I truly...
We're on TIFU.
Fucked up. Yeah. On this one, should we read edits now or discuss it?
I mean, well, it came out 14 hours ago, so yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, all right. Edit. Thanks to all those who replied so far. I want to share a bit more if I may. The primary reason for my visit was to fill out FMLA forms for my employer. After I said kickbacks about the specialist, the PCP said she is not paid to fill out my paperwork. I said, that's strange because I get charged for the visit. She turned my documents appointment into an annual physical, asking follow-up questions on years ago ailments, etc. Did she do that so she could bill for the appointment? Edit number 2. Thanks to those who have pointed out to me that accepting kickbacks is a serious crime. I honestly didn't know. I thought it was only immoral. Thanks to you for showing me how very wrong I was. The doctor didn't tell me this. However, she accepted my apology and asked me to come back in 6 months. TLDR, said the word kickbacks to my primary care doctor. She was offended. Well, good to know kickbacks are illegal.
Okay, so before we even dump into this, I don't understand kickbacks, but this is nice. If you look at the first comment, someone actually says, can someone from the US explain what the hell is a kickback and why do doctors get angry when you say it? This post makes no sense to me, lol. The comment beneath says the doctors are getting paid by a drug company for writing prescriptions for a drug. The drug company makes money from this, so they kick a little back to the doctor writing the scripts to incentivize more scripts. It's why the opioid crisis happened. So I didn't know that. And holy shit. You just looked at your doctor and was like, "What's up, drug dealer?"
Yeah.
Thanks. Like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely have a right to shop doctors a bit, and you should, get
Yes.
multiple opinions, make an educated guess. But yeah, assuming somebody's in it just for the kickback on that, is not quite the coolest thing. I can understand if you thought that, but I honestly kind of thought they still at least got like swag and shit. But
This is one of those times where you had the thought and you should have just let it go.
Yeah.
Because I imagine to this point, like, understandably, and I agree with you, shop for doctors for sure. But I imagine at this point, it's like going to somebody else who's been in a lifelong career and basically calling them a scam artist for whatever reason. That's the same. That's the equivalent, because what you're saying is a doctor scamming you into buying a drug so they can make more money.
Yep.
Like, they even said in the first part, like, she asked why I had not accepted the specialist recommendation for a new drug. I explained that the specialist was pressuring me so hard to take a med designed to help two conditions when I only had one of the two. I mean, you as a patient have the right to deny using that drug if you feel that drug is not right for you.
Yeah.
However, as much as I hate taking medication, and I can say that vehemently, I hate taking medication, I'm not a licensed medical physician, nor have I been in practice, nor have I gotten the $100,000 worth of debt to study this shit. I'm a guinea pig. Like,
yeah. It is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
It is weird that the doctor cheered after that you said yes on a drug. Maybe he's just genuinely excited to help you with whatever was ailing you, but that is a kind of weird reaction to have as a doctor. Be like, I'm putting you on steroids. Sweet. Like, it's fucking weird. So I kind of get, especially if you're already suspicious, that just kind of confirming that. But yeah, you should maybe do a little bit of research before you think you're accusing somebody of bribery, basically.
Well, also, primary example of this too, and I'll use me as an example, because I know you remember this. Just a few weeks ago, I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And when I went to the hospital, I was in the ER, and the nurse who was helping me, absolute sweetheart, love her to death. She was great. I was in level 10 pain, could barely speak, and she's like, "We're gonna get through this, honey. Come on now." Like, I was like, "Yes, please." Like, but when the doctor finally came over to the bay to see me, he was like, "What's going on?" I told him, and then he goes, "Awesome. Well, we're gonna get you hooked up with some pain meds." And I immediately went, "Pause. Please do not give me morphine or Dilaudid. Period." And you could tell for a moment he was like, because it's almost like unspoke of for a patient to be like, "Don't give me drugs," but it's true. Like, you control the cockpit of this meat suit that you pilot every day. You can tell someone what you will and will not put in said meat suit, period. And I've had my fair share of moments where I've had to have pain meds, and morphine and Dilaudid fucking scare me. So I just straight up told the doctor, no. There wasn't a moment where I was like, "Sorry, bitch, I just stole your wallet." Ha ha ha. Like, no, It was like, no, I just don't want those things in my body because the effects they have on me really fucking scare me. For example, Dilaudid, and I know I told you this, very brief. Dilaudid, the one time I took it, I blinked my eyes and 2 hours had passed.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Fuck that.
Yeah. And no, like you can tell somebody what you will and will not put in your body, but I mean, you got some nads if you go say that kind of shit to your doctor to their face. Like, God dang.
Yeah, that is definitely a slap in the face to like a truly caring doctor. So
yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say you definitely fucked up here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Make sure you do not, by any means necessary, make sure you do not fucking do this to your doctor. Like, if you are worried that your doctor is a skis, like, fucking find another doctor.
Yep.
All right. Next.
Moving on.
Number 2. This
number
one's...
3. No,
this is number 2 of the week.
Okay. Yeah, we're counting down. Okay. Yep. Yep. Counting's hard.
Reverse it. Flip it down.
Yep.
My neck, my back. Cocaine. Keep the counter going. Go watch Tuesday's episode if you want to know what we mean. So this one I've realized back-to-back weeks, number 2 of the week, NSFW.
Yep. Getting spicy.
Will we keep it alive? We'll find out next week. But for now, number 2. Today I fucked up by eating whipped cream.
I don't like where this is going already, just based off the title.
Yesterday, my family and I stopped at a high-end, semi-famous bakery. I got my favorite thing there, a huge almond croissant. I don't know why I said it that way.
Croissant.
Croissant. Oh, God. So good that it will stop your heart. My favorite part is the almond extract infused whipped cream. I ate half last night, then half for breakfast today. After I finished, I noticed a white and fluffy glob on my leg. I wasn't about to let any of that fabulous whipped cream go to waste, so I popped it into my mouth immediately. On a sadly related note, I'm being treated for bacterial vaginitis. It involves inserting a clear gel every night, which apparently oxidizes white. I spent the next 5 minutes crying and rinsing out my mouth. It did not taste like almond extract.
No.
TLDR, I'm a gremlin who accidentally ate metronidazole gel after marinating it in a vaginal infection overnight. All right. The first fucking comment is everything. Jesus Christ, what a day to be literate.
Well, under that, yeah, I regret opening this one. And honestly, same.
Look, I know we have a lot of ladies who watch this show, and I will never, ever begin to try to understand how the vaginal parts work. But that's fucking nasty.
Yep. Yeah. One of the comments is the line between 4chan and Reddit gets blurrier every day. That's the response to that. That's the vaginal oxidation. Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Lord.
I don't even know what to say on that.
Oh, my God. The 5th comment down says, hopefully this doesn't put a damper on your future whipped cream cravings. Edit. For some reason, it's only fitting. OP's username is Hot Vaseline.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Shoot the next one down. Nice swerve. I thought this was going to be about a guy eating his own cum, but it was not.
Always keep you guessing.
Never let him know your next move.
You know what my next move is? Moving on to the last fucking.
That's it. That's it. Yeah,
I want my mom.
You absolutely fucked up.
Yeah.
All right. That was fucked.
Ugh.
Number one of the week. Sam, take it away.
Please be not gross. Right. Today I fucked up by believing in the 3-day rule in dating. Honestly, I don't know why I'm writing this. I guess even if it helps a single romantic somewhere in the world, it will be worth it. I went on a date with a girl I'd matched on a dating app. As an average-looking guy, I don't get many matches, and the ones I get usually end up ghosting or unmatching me for no reason. Men will know that feeling. Anyway, this girl was different than the rest. We matched, talked for a few hours, and decided to go on a date the very next day. A surprise, but a welcome one. The next day comes, and we meet and share a bottle of wine. A few awkward moments in the beginning, but that's understandable for a first date. Overall, it was a pleasant date, and I thought she shared the same sentiment. We part ways, and my fuck-up commences. I liked her enough to send a message in the next few hours, but decided to consult some of my friends and sleep on it first. Everyone gives different advice, and I decide to follow the 3-day rule in dating, thinking that giving her too much attention too soon would scare her off. For those who don't know the 3-day rule, it's waiting at least 3 days to text or call a girl after the first date. I wound up caving in and messaging her a day later. Told her that I had a plan for our 4th date. We talked about our upcoming 2nd and 3rd dates, half jokingly. She seemed very offended about me not texting her for a full day after our date. I tried to explain that I was swamped at work and only had very short windows of opportunity to text, and waited until I'm fully available to talk. I apologized twice and expressed my willingness to go on another date. She sent me a few cold messages and finally unmatched me. We could have been really good together, but I decided to follow a stupid rule and not my heart. Because of that, maybe I've missed a beautiful chance at love. Who knows? Everyone is different, and they have different feelings and opinions about dating, but I've learned that I should follow my heart from now on, and I suggest every hopeless romantic out there to do the same thing. TLDR, went on a date with a beautiful girl and had a lovely time, but instead of following my heart and texting her as soon as possible, I decided to wait 3 days. She thought I didn't care for her and unmatched me. That's an L. That's unfortunate.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And as a hopeless romantic as well, and have been for a large majority of my life, I will tell you right now, do not follow that fucking rule.
No.
Prime example, I'll explain how my wife and I started dating. Sam, you've heard this story.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to go to a New Year's Eve party with one of our mutual best friends. His brass band was playing. Fantastic band. Shout out Audacity Brass Band. I was supposed to go see them play. Had a date. Everything was great. Day before, date hits me up. Hey, can't go. Why? I have a boyfriend. Well, you should have said that before all this shit happened. Okay, cool. So I put it out into the ether. Hey, I have an open seat heading to XYZ city to go to this shindig. More than welcome to join if you want to go. Who hits me up? You guessed it. My wife. She hits me up. We hadn't talked for like years. And I was like, fuck it. Let's go. So we go. And I didn't think it was a date because your boy just got rejected by someone who had a boyfriend, and I was just like, I'm going to drink and enjoy the festivities. We go, we're talking, having a good time. Notice a little bit of a connection. I was like, cool, sweet. Midnight comes around. Sam, what are you supposed to do at midnight?
Leave. No. Kiss your date / partner / whoever.
Yep. Not what I did. Looked her dead in her face and then killed a fucking glass of champagne.
Romantic.
And
so romantic.
Yeah. Yep. And then I noticed, because I told her she could drink on my tab, and I would just pay for the drinks because it was very last minute, and I was like, fuck it. Like, I just saved a fuckload of money. Plus, I was making money too, because in the time that they told me, or that this person told me they were dating somebody else, I just hit up our buddy. I was like, yo, I'll just run merch for you. So they paid me for that night. So I was like, fuck it. Drinks are on me. Didn't realize she just started hammering drinks back. We leave about an hour after that. It's 1 a.m. Well, no, I should take it back. About 2 to 3 hours later. So about 2 to 3 a.m. We're on the way back. It's about an hour drive back to our city. And she looks at me and goes, is this a date? And I radio's off. I'm driving. And I just was like, and I was like, it can be. And she goes, well, I thought this was a date and you didn't kiss me at midnight. And I was like, I mean, I can kiss you right now. And she goes, nope. And I was like, fuck. So yeah. So, we're on our way back and I was like, I'm not ready to leave yet. Like, I'm not ready to go home. She goes, me neither. We hit up a buddy of mine, go to his place. They were having a little shindig, hung out there, and shout out to my wife. She got moves. She said she was feeling sick. She went to their downstairs bathroom, which is like in their bar area where nobody was. She sends me a text and she's like, yeah, I'm definitely about to get sick. Can you come hold my hair? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'm a gentleman. Fucking book it down the steps, swing the corner through the door. And she's standing there, looks me dead in my face. And she goes, you should have done this at midnight, and starts fucking making out with me. And I was like, yeah. And so I was like, hell yeah. So then she goes, we need to leave. And I was like, yes, we do. We go, get ready to leave. Mind you, she's piss drunk. Me, sober October. I've had one drink all night because I knew I was driving. Been drinking sodas all night. Been fine. So sober October, me, her pissed drunk. So drunk, in fact, she ran into a glass door. She gets in the car, 5 a.m. Sun's coming up, dude. We get to a point of the road where I have to turn right to go to my house or left to hers. She looks me dead in my face. She goes, I could go home with you. And I was like, tell me that when you're sober. And I took her home.
Yeah.
I legit thought making that statement, it was done for. Like the midnight missed kiss. You know, I'm a gentleman. I ain't trying to do that. Like I ain't trying to, I'm not trying to take advantage of people. Took her home, walked her to her door. She slammed her door in my face. And I got in my car, sun's coming up. It was one of those like Breakfast Club moments where the music's playing just loud enough. Sun's coming up. And I'm like, you know what? These are the golden days right here. Hey, she might not text me tomorrow. Or today. I don't know. Sure fucking enough. While I was asleep, I got a text. I feel like I got ran over by a truck, but thank you for getting me home safe. And back in April, we celebrated 6 years married.
Ooh. Big dubs.
So you don't know when you go find true love. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know when you're going to find that love in your life. You don't know when you're going to find that person. So do not follow the 3-day rule. No. For the love of God, don't do that.
Life's too short to be doing shit like that.
Oh yeah, dude. Like love and be loved. Fucking enjoy shit. I mean, we're in our 30s now, and there's shit that I know we've learned in our 30s that I wish we fucking knew a decade ago. But even then, like a decade ago, we were still living life. Like,
yeah, that ties in actually pretty well with the first comment. It's asking, curious, how old are you? I'm in my 30s, and people our age don't really care for those games anymore. I'm sure she would have appreciated a had a great time text after you got home from your date. At the same time, she broke it off after only a day. A little strange on her part.
I can see it from both perspectives, really. Like, because from her perspective, she probably had a really great time and was thinking like, oh my God, butterflies, just waiting for that text, probably staring at her phone for hours.
Yeah.
Never heard anything. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere.
She could have
do what?
She could have texted.
Ooh. Equality.
It's a second look for me. I was just like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Now, you have a point, though. She could have texted.
Yep.
I will say, though, in situations like this, you do live and learn.
Oh, yeah.
Because think of all the dumb shit that we did. Like,
oh, so much. Like, a lot.
Yeah. Like, all the dumb shit that we've done, whether it's just something stupid in general, said something stupid, didn't text somebody, whatever it may be. You just learn. Like over time, you learn. You're. It sounds like you're young, and it sounds like you don't have a lot of years of seasoning on you to fully grasp just simple things like this. Like in our 30s, that's second nature to us. We're like, I wouldn't fucking do that.
They're not young, so they respond to that comment saying, "I'm 28 and she was 24."
I'm going to be fair, and I think you can agree with me on this. The 4-year difference from 28 to 32 has been a enormous mountain of change.
Yeah, it's been nuts. Life's weird.
Yeah, I like even at 28, like actually at 28 I had a kid. Yeah, no, at 28 I was married. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have even had that experience, that opportunity.
Yeah, I same. I've been, my wife and I have been dating 8 years, so it's
been that long.
It's been that long. Yeah.
Damn.
We've been married for 2 together.
Y'all were together before, yeah.
Yep.
Y'all were together before she and I got together. That's right.
Y'all just tied the knot faster. So.
True.
Yep.
That's also one thing I could say to this. When you do get with someone, just be natural.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be rushed.
Well, and there's even a response to OP in the response saying, if you like those games, find yourself a girl that likes those games. If you don't like those games, find a girl that doesn't like them. If you don't like those games but are listening to your friends telling you to play the stupid games, then what the fuck are you doing? Which that's great advice. You'll find somebody that vibes with you in those kind of things. Like my wife, for example, my wife and I aren't the typical couple. Like we wouldn't be wasting our time with bullshit like that, Yeah. So it's the exact same. It's exactly what the commenter is saying here is you'll find somebody that meshes well on that kind of level. So
yeah, I mean, you and I both have countless stories that we could tell of situations where the partner we were engaging with did not match that wavelength that we were putting out. Like just shit that we would been like, there's no way I'm putting up with this. I can actually say one with my wife. She and I moved in together. I remember she went to a party at her school because she was in college at the time. She was a senior in college. She went to a party at her school and she and I lived together and I hadn't heard from her all fucking night. Mm-hmm. Like I was just worried about her safety. Like I knew who she was hanging out with, but I was like, I know the school you go to and I know the shit that goes down.
Yeah.
And the next day she shows up and she walked in. I was like, where have you been? Like, why hasn't your phone been on? First thing she says to me is, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm going to my sister's. Grabs her bag and leaves. Nope. We ain't doing that. No. And that was a conversation we had to have. Like, you just learn, like, hey, that's not cool to me. I wouldn't do that to you. But the cool part about that is you find somebody in time who will go, oh shit, you're right. I wouldn't want that done to me. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Yeah.
Even at 28, I think you still have time.
Oh yeah.
You still have time to find. You still have time to find the right person.
And hopefully, like if you find somebody a little bit closer to your age, they might agree with your sentiment. Because most people, I'd say probably 28 plus are kind of getting to the level of like, I don't give a shit about all this dumb stuff.
One thing I was told in my late mid 20s is how fickle younger women are, like their early 20s. I'm gonna be honest with you. Dudes and chicks and non-binary folks all alike are fickle as fuck in their early 20s.
Real fucking fickle. And that's the problem is like, oh, you're hot, so I don't care about the personality part of it. You're there for the physical typically. Most young people aren't really, God, I feel old as shit. Most young people aren't really looking for that connection.
Soak it in, big guy. I'm with you.
For AARP right the fuck now.
This is a good one to end on, though. Like, yes, you fucked up. You shouldn't listen to your friends here, but you learn a valuable lesson, and I would say that's still a win.
Big dubs. Big dubs come.
Let us know what you think.
Yep.
Do what?
I said big dubs come from big L's.
Come.
Cocaine.
Subscribe to the channel, like the video, let us know what you think on all these fuck ups this week. Thank you again for watching the weekly TIFU Digest. We're having a lot of fun with this segment. We hope you are as well, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Saturday. Yep.
Yeah.
Bye.
Later.